Hello, and welcome to my review of the Doctor Who Time Lord Victorious YouTube series, Daleks. Today I'll be looking at the second episode, being the Sentinel of the Fifth Galaxy. But without further ado, let's jump right into the review. Starting with a brief synopsis of the plot, we are immediately thrust back into the action from the events in episode 1. The Emperor is on the run from the Entity, and decides it's best to bring it back to Skaro. This is a very strange decision, as you really wouldn't want something that's destroyed half your fleet to come back home with you. But the Daleks do think that they are the dominant race and therefore can destroy anything, so I guess it passes. I absolutely love the shots of Dalek firepower blanketed in the sky of Skaro. It really encapsulates the power of the Daleks that we rarely see on screen. But the story itself focuses more on the Prime Strategist and his interactions with the Sentinel. I love this scenes where he keeps calling the Strategist Emperor, as they add some nice humour to the story. But this leads to my favourite shot of the whole episode.
Daleks, awake!
All the Daleks waking up, and we get to see that their casings are a nice red. It appears to be harkening back to the comics and the Peter Cushing movie Daleks, which I absolutely love. Now on to the characters, starting with the main character, being the Prime Strategist. I really like that they gave him his own episode, and a personal internal struggle. It helps reinforce to the viewer that this character is important, and later on will play a big part in the Time Lord Victorious. In this episode, you can tell they've made his model a higher resolution, and added some extra detail because he's the focus. The Strategist also has a scene that I think has summarised the Daleks in the best way that we've ever seen in Doctor Who. In this episode, the Strategist has some of the best character development we've ever seen. With only 15 minutes, he has an internal struggle, outwits his enemies, and lets us have a detailed look into his inner thoughts, which I think is absolutely perfect for his character. The Emperor isn't as prominent in this episode, which is a shame as I was loving his look in the first episode. But the scenes he does get are pretty good. The Executioner also makes a surprise appearance, and is as kill-crazy as ever. The main villain of the story is the Entity and Joe Sugg. The Entity is very interesting, as we don't really get an explanation of what it is, except for that it can destroy the Daleks with ease. A scary concept in itself, as the Daleks are meant to be unstoppable. If this thing can just wipe them out in one swoop, what else can it do? But Joe Sugg's character of the Sentinel is also quite good. I do laugh when he calls the Strategist Emperor, and I love how he's able to outwit the Strategist for a little while. Overall, I think this is a solid episode. The animation is relatively the same, which is perfect. The plot is simple, straightforward, and definitely engaging. And of course my favourite part is that it focuses on the Prime Strategist, as I always want to know more about his character, his internal struggles, his thought processes, which this episode does really well for me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video as much as I did making it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my YouTube channel down below. I still do plan to do the rest of the series, so stay on the lookout, and I'll leave any links in the description. Thanks for watching.